Okay, so I went to Five Below Home Depot today. I'm gonna show you my plants in a second, but whatchamacallit? Yeah, I got my little booty band so I can do my little strength training with the legs and everything in the house a little bit better because mine it kind of like gotten heated up because it was too close to a heater. So my resistance band lasted, but my band did not. So yeah, it kind of melted onto like the wood top part of the bed and everything else. It was just done. So yeah, I went to 511. I got some more because like with the physical therapy, when I was at ATI, like I did the most improvement at ATI, I would say in the very beginning because I went to Aquahab, and what happened with Aquahab is they kicked me out like 3 different times, and the OWC didn't kick in, so I really believe it was like a money issue. But once they gave me a routine and everything, like I did the routine, and then they left me to my own devices. Like nobody would waste their time with me, and then they were saying that I was improving when I really wasn't, and all this other crap. But they ended up burning down like maybe like it was after the third time they kicked me out, I think. It's not funny. I'm not laughing at that. But what you call it? Hello. How was work? You're welcome. He has to run to the bathroom. He's like, oh, I'm in the bathroom. Oh man. He was like, thank you for making my cord. Made him like a little butter thing that was seasoned up to go with the corn on a cob that I had from that I packed with the rest of the stuff that he decided to take for lunch. Um, what you call it? What was I saying? Anyway, yes. So, uh, it was a lot that it was helping me, but it was like it's helping me and hurting me because I was always getting kicked out of there. So nothing really stuck. And I always ended up reverting back, and every time I reverted back, it got worse. So that like freaking sucked royally. But ATI, I really, oh my god, like they were freaking wonderful. Like everybody who was working there that I encountered, like I love them all dearly. Like they helped me out a hell of a lot. Like I couldn't ask for a better set of therapists. And that was around the time that my body decided to blow up with all the steroids and everything else that I decided to just stop being stubborn and take. And when I stopped being stubborn and actually took what I was basically like, no, I'm not doing this. No, I'm not taking that. No, my body can heal. No, no, no. The minute I said yes, that's when my body blew the fuck up and everything went like totally to shits. The steroid pack after I took that thing was just like downhill spiral. And it went from me thinking I was getting better and improving little by little and hopefully returning back to the post office. Then all of a sudden she just got worse. And it's just like, well, I just thought so. I learned how to keep my ass quiet about when my healing started happening. And ironically enough, when I learned how to shut my damn mouth and just let my body heal without talking about it, and just like, yeah, I know how to sit here and talk about things without actually, um, talking about them, and letting me know where I'm standing with certain things, because I'm trying to figure something out. Then all of a sudden I was improving. And, the minute I started, talking about improvement, that's when it was just like, out of nowhere, a bunch of physical shit just started happening. And I was like, oh, what the fuck is this shit? But yeah, ATI, they gave me hurdles and they introduced me to the damn leg band. that little booty band that they have. You know, they call it the booty band for when you're using it for the squats, but it's the leg band. But yeah, so when you're using it and you're actually in that squatted position and you're gonna hold the weight and everything else, so you're really like targeting your muscles and you're activating them and everything else. When you're engaging them correctly, and then coming out of it correctly, as long as you're doing it correctly. Um, Now to use it from what I was using it for before as well is the crab walk. And you're squatting off to the side and you're just moving along like a crab. And then, like I said, I was going like the length of the desk, back and forth, just a few, repetitions, and eventually everything worked itself out. So, like I said, I'm targeting more of my legs because, like I said, I started noticing. I'm like, oh, the cellulite starting to, go bye bye. I like that. I'm like, hey, like, we got a little lift going on here. I'm like, getting stronger, strengthening up, getting my mobility back, and everything else. Like, it's really having my body looking good. I'm like, everything getting all nice and tight and birdier. I'm like, damn, okay, I like this. But yeah, like every little thing adds up. It really does. So that's the one thing that I am really animated about. Like when the gym closed down in Washington Township and then it moved up here, it was just like, okay, no, I'm not going there. Hell no. It's not happening. And then it's just like, they got a saltwater pool. I haven't found a gym for pool yet. And I'm quite busy, so I really don't have time. So let's just stick to this right here, and we'll figure out the right schedule that fits us, so we can get back and forth, right? So what happens is I end up like going when it's like a good time for me to go, and I'm always I'm always picking a good time. It's nice, it's quiet, it's empty, I'm to myself, I'm not being bothered. I'm not in the way of people, and you can get to every machine, so it's good. And I'm just like, I can do my lats, I can do my biceps, I can go in the hydraulics room, and I can do my cardio, and everything is always open, it's always there. So like I said, I'm getting a full workout. Like, I don't do pull one day, cardio one. No, when I'm going in there, I go in there and I'm in there doing my cardio. I'm doing my strength training. I'm doing my pool, and I make sure that I'm basically getting a good workout, fully while I'm there. Um, and yeah, when I first went there and seeing that when I did go in there for a full workout without the pool, that I was getting worse and reverting back to how it was before, because of the fact being that the machines are fixed and you cannot adjust the back. So when I found out about the hydraulics room by one of the other employees that came from Washington Township, very helpful. She was telling me the hydraulics room has our machines there, so I was able to go in there. I'm adjusting the back, I'm working out, and then when that thunder and lightning cleared out, by the time I was done my full workout and was ready to leave out of there, I still had ample amount of time on my hands. So she was like, "Oh yeah, it's done thunder and lightning. It's been over time, so you're good to go to the pool if you have time." And I'm like, "You don't have to tell me twice." So I ran and got myself changed up, and I went to the pool. You know, and oh, let me tell you, like, it felt so good. Like, I was so refreshed, and I'm like, by the time I was done, I got back in here and everything. I started getting myself together for work and stuff, and I was like good to go. Like, they was freaking awesome, and I was just like on point. And so I'm just like, it's possible without having the added pain and reverting back to where you came from. So I'm just like, you find your way how to work around it. I even said that at my doctor's appointment when they were checking on my leg and everything. Like, I'm like, then you like find your way and get yourself to start walking again after the injury happened and everything was so freaking harsh on you. Like, you military crawled You actually, use walls, use people, you used your strength and found different ways how to maneuver around and everything else, didn't you? Like, yeah, even when you were working out and going through therapy, physical aqua, like, you found your way around and you were able to do what you needed to do to get yourself to move. Like, it didn't matter if things gotten hard. It didn't matter that, it, it could fuck you up in the mind, like, royally, really, because it's just like 1 minute you can do something, next thing you know, you can't. And it was just like all this stuff. And it's just like, well, you know, everything's going to crap. It just keeps on getting worse and worse and worse. It feels like it's getting better, but then it gets worse and worse and worse. But then all of a sudden, like, everything just starts taking, you know, fold, and it starts really being good for you. And yeah, so you learn really fast. Like, every little bit lines up, and it's a beautiful outcome as long as you stick with it. Like, you're never lagging as long as you don't give up on yourself.